Welcome to the body's engine. In this video, we will be taking a systems approach to the cardiovascular system.
The body's systems create demand. A logistics network must supply it. While the skeletal and muscular systems produce movement, the question remains, what provides the constant supply of energy and oxygen they need? Every one of the body's trillions of cells requires a continuous delivery of resources, specifically oxygen and nutrients, and a method for waste removal. This presents a massive, non-stop logistics challenge. The cardiovascular system acts as the body's integrated logistics network. It performs 5 critical functions: the delivery of oxygen and nutrients, the removal of CO2 and metabolic waste, communication via hormone distribution, defense by carrying immune cells, and the regulation of body temperature. To execute these tasks, the system relies on 3 core components: the pump. The heart is a powerful, fist-sized engine located centrally in the chest. It is housed in the mediastinum, the central space of the chest cavity. Weighing on average between 250 and 350 grams, it is approximately the size of your own closed fist. Regarding its orientation, contrary to common belief, the heart is not located entirely on the left side. Rather, 2/3 of its mass lies to the left of the midline. Structurally, the heart is a 4-chamber dual pump, featuring distinct receiving and pumping zones. It is functionally divided into 2 sides, right and left, each containing 2 chambers, for a total of 4. This design creates a highly efficient dual pump system. The upper chambers are known as the atria. Their primary role is to receive blood returning to the heart, and they operate as low-pressure chambers. The lower chambers are the ventricles. These act as the main pumps, contracting powerfully to propel blood away from the heart. The left ventricle's thicker wall reflects its specific mission: to pump blood to the entire body. Functionally, the right ventricle acts as a low-pressure pump because its sole destination is the lungs, located only a short distance away. In contrast, the left ventricle acts as the high-pressure pump. It is the heart's strongest chamber, responsible for pumping oxygenated blood through the aorta to every part of the body. This creates a distinct structural consequence. The wall of the left ventricle is significantly thicker and more muscular than the right to generate the force necessary for systemic circulation. To ensure efficiency, 4 precisely engineered valves act as one-way doors to prevent backflow. Functioning like hydraulic check valves in an engine, they ensure blood flows in only one direction, opening and closing passively in response to pressure changes within the chambers. These valves are categorized into 2 types. First, the atrioventricular, or AV valves, act as the inlet valves located between the atria and ventricles. Second, the semilunar, or SL valves, serve as the outlet valves located at the exit of each ventricle. The heart's valves are specifically named based on their structure and location. Starting with the atrioventricular valves, the tricuspid valve sits between the right atrium and right ventricle, featuring 3 flexible cusps. The mitral, or bicuspid valve, sits between the left atrium and left ventricle and has only 2 cusps. Next are the semilunar valves. The pulmonary valve is found at the exit of the right ventricle, opening into the pulmonary artery. Finally, the aortic valve is located at the exit of the left ventricle, opening into the aorta. The journey begins as deoxygenated blood returns from the body to be sent to the lungs. First, this blood enters the right atrium via the superior and inferior vena cava. It then passes through the tricuspid valve and into the right ventricle. Finally, the right ventricle contracts, pushing the blood through the pulmonary valve and into the pulmonary artery, which carries it to the lungs for reoxygenation. The journey completes as oxygenated blood returns from the lungs to be pumped to the rest of the body. First, oxygen-rich blood returns via the pulmonary veins into the left atrium. It then passes through the mitral or bicuspid valve and moves into the left ventricle. Next, the powerful left ventricle contracts, forcing the blood through the aortic valve. Finally, it enters the aorta, the body's main artery, for distribution to the entire body.
The cardiovascular network operates as an elegant dual-circuit system. The path of blood is not a single loop, but two coordinated circuits that meet at the heart. First is pulmonary circulation, which is the shorter loop. It moves deoxygenated blood from the right ventricle to the lungs and returns oxygenated blood to the left atrium. Its sole purpose is gas exchange. Second is systemic circulation, the longer loop. It moves oxygenated blood from the left ventricle to all body tissues and returns deoxygenated blood to the right atrium. Its purpose is nutrient and oxygen delivery.
A simple rule governs the entire system. The right side pumps to the lungs, while the left side pumps to the body. However, we must clarify a common exception. Normally, arteries carry oxygenated blood and veins carry deoxygenated blood. The pulmonary circuit is the exception to this rule. Here, the pulmonary artery carries deoxygenated blood away from the heart, while the pulmonary vein carries oxygenated blood toward the heart. This distinction is a frequent point of confusion.
3 types of vessels form the network's infrastructure, each designed for a specific task. First, arteries carry blood away from the heart. Their walls are thick, elastic, and muscular, allowing them to handle high-pressure pulses. Second, veins carry blood toward the heart. They have thinner walls and contain valves to return large volumes of blood while preventing backflow. Third, capillaries link arteries and veins. Their walls are extremely thin, often just 1 cell thick, serving as the site for oxygen, carbon dioxide, and nutrient exchange. The system is built from specialized muscle and transports life-sustaining cargo. On the structural side, we have cardiac muscle. This is a unique tissue that is striated like skeletal muscle, but involuntary like smooth muscle. It is also autorhythmic, meaning it generates its own electrical impulses to contract in a coordinated, ringing motion. On the transport side, we have blood. This is a fluid connective tissue carrying oxygen via red blood cells, nutrients such as glucose, hormones, immune cells, and waste products like carbon dioxide. In summary, the cardiovascular system represents an elegant solution in biological engineering. Its mission is to solve the body's immense logistics challenge of resource delivery and waste removal. At its core is the engine, a powerful 4-chambered, dual-sided pump equipped with precision valves to ensure one-way flow. This connects to the network, a closed, dual-circuit system that efficiently separates oxygenated and deoxygenated blood for delivery to the lungs and body.